What's going on, guys? It's your man Ed Hayes here. Just wanted to make this quick video. I created this little PowerPoint presentation to try to help you all out so you all can try to get as much benefit as possible from this wholesale real estate coaching, guys. So I hope that you all enjoy this, and I'm about to get right into it, guys. I really made this for everybody who is wondering, where do I get started? Like, how do I actually get started, and what do I need to be thinking about? So this is for you guys. Let's go ahead and get to it. All right, so guys, building relationships and solving problems is at the heart of what a wholesaler does, guys. If you're not solving problems, you're wasting your time, you're wasting the seller's time, you're wasting the buyer's time, guys. So it's really important that with all of your deals, you make sure that you're solving problems. So here's how we're going to get started, guys. The first thing you want to be doing as a wholesaler, in my opinion, is going out and getting yourself some cash buyers. How you can start off doing that is by going to Craigslist. Start reaching out to those people and building up relationships, and other wholesalers on Craigslist as well who are direct with cash buyers. So you want to be making as many relationships as possible, guys. Actually, I recommend that you create a Google spreadsheet and then put the information of the cash buyers on that spreadsheet so that you can keep everything organized. That's what I recommend. Find out what types of properties they're looking for and which areas they prefer to buy in. Your cash buyers are honestly will help you more than almost anyone if you build up good rapport with them, seriously. So gather as much information as you can from them, because their input, their input for your deals is extremely valuable, guys. But then once you get that information from them, import that into your Excel sheet, guys. You can also use FreedomSoft, REI Pro, List Source, My Auto Grow System, which is actually going to be ending soon, and many other paid methods to find these cash buyers. I've got a ton of other videos on the channel that you could check out for that as well, guys. So after you build up those relationships with your cash buyers, the next thing you want to be doing is reaching out to some motivated sellers. You want to get a list of motivated sellers specifically in the areas that your cash buyers told you that they're looking to purchase properties in. So you're not guessing, you're not hoping, you're not wishing that someone is going to want to buy this property. You've literally talked to someone who's told you, hey, I'm looking for single families out in Chicago or wherever it may be. So get a list of motivated sellers specifically in those areas. You can use REI Pro, List Source, Auto Grow, and a ton of other systems online to be able to get yourself a list, a quick list. If you use my Auto Grow system, they come with phone numbers already. At least many of the leads will have phone numbers. If you use List Source, they are really, really good for absentee owner list. And if you've got REI Pro, that's about $100 a month, and you are able to export 10,000 leads per month, guys. I would also recommend scouring Facebook groups for people looking to do JV deals in those same areas. Because once you've got that relationship with the cash buyer, you're now automatically a power player in those areas, guys, because a lot of people are just afraid or not willing to, or not understanding that they should be building relationships with cash buyers. So when you do that, you put yourself in a very powerful position. You want to be calling at least 50 to 100 sellers per day, and that's about 250 to 500 per week. And if you start there, I recommend increasing that number by 10% every week. So by the end of the week, you're calling nearly what is that to be, like 65 people per week. And that'll be getting you up to about 65 people per day, which would be putting you up to about like 330 people per week. Something like that, guys. My math may be off. Forgive me. It's all good. Anyway, though, so you will be facing a lot of rejection, guys. So be prepared for that. People are going to hang up on you. Plenty of people are going to ask you, hey, where'd you get my phone number? Don't call me back. You're going to face a lot of rejection. Be prepared for that. Let the seller know that you'd like to come out to the property to take a look inside so you can give them a fair offer on the property. I believe that this is really important, that you actually want to see the inside of the property so you can verify any repairs that need to be made based off of what the seller has told you. You don't want to just take their word for it. You need to get inside the property and get a really thorough video of the entire property when you go there. Start running some comps on Realtor.com so you have an idea of the type of offer that you like to give them. And then you can also gauge their motivation level. You all can't see that on the page, but that's another thing that you'll want to be doing when you talk to the sellers. So guys, once you talk to the seller, you really want to be going out to the property. And here are some tips for actually going out to the property and trying to lock in the deal. So one thing for sure, guys, definitely make sure you take a flashlight and a camera with you. And you preferably want to be wearing a long sleeve shirt so you can not have to worry about bugs or getting anything on you and stuff like that, because it can be pretty dangerous. So definitely make sure that you are prepared with a flashlight so you can actually see. Make sure that you have a camera so you can take that really good video and some pictures. Get a video of the entire property. And when you're in there with the seller, make sure you're pointing out everything that's damaged, everything that's old, everything that needs to be replaced. This is very, very important when you're doing your walkthrough with the seller. Make sure that they realize that this property needs some work, and mentally you want them deducting things off of that offer price that they want. So definitely make sure you go out there and point out what's wrong. Take note of everything. And then also what's optional is that you can have a repair guy meet you at the property to give you an official repair bid on the property. So you're not just guesstimating and hoping that your repair estimates are okay. After that, guys, the next thing that you want to be doing once you go see the property is you want to be giving the offer. So after you've already run your numbers on Realtor.com, or you've sent your property over to a realtor and they've sent you back some comps, it's pretty much time for you to be giving them an offer. So the standard calculation for what the offer that you want to be giving is the ARV times 70%. You get that number and you want to minus off the repair costs, any taxes, liens, and other encumbrances on the property. You want to minus off your assignment fee, and you also want to give yourself an additional 10% wiggle room. Now that's just a standard calculation. There are many different ways that you can go about calculating it, but I would always recommend that you refer to what your cash buyer has told you is their investing criteria. At the end of the day, the cash buyer is your client. You don't want to be guessing and making up numbers. You really want to find out what they want as far as a deal is concerned, and then just go from there, guys. So if what the seller wants is in line with what you can offer based on your calculations, then offer them what they want. If it isn't, then negotiate the price by explaining the comps, that they won't have to do any repairs, that they won't have to pay any taxes. It's going to be a quick close. You're going to pay all cash. It's going to be an as-is deal. They won't need a realtor. So it's a lot of different selling points, guys. So make sure that you're hitting all of the selling points when it comes to that. Leave yourself enough room to negotiate with the buyer. You definitely want to make sure that you got enough room on both sides to negotiate with the seller and with the buyer. And the higher value areas typically get a higher value offer. Your criteria should be flexible, kind of how I was saying earlier. Find out from your buyer what it is that they're looking for. And like I say, when it comes to a very desirable neighborhood, that criteria is very often very flexible in areas that a lot of people want to move into. So definitely make sure you refer to what your buyers are actually telling you. With the buyer, when the buyer is all in, meaning that they've acquired the property, paid you your assignment fee, and did the repairs on the property, there should still be some some equity or some room in the property for the buyer to have made a profit, guys. If not, it's not a deal. So moving right along, the next thing that you're going to be doing, guys, is assigning that deal over to your cash buyer. So you want to send all of the relevant details about the property to your cash buyer that's interested in that area. You want to send them the ARV, the comps, the property details, selling features, your asking price, repairs needed, what the situation that the seller is in, everything like that, guys. You want to give them as much information as possible so they can make a due diligent decision on that property. You definitely want to make sure that you have a link, a Google Drive link, preferably to some pictures and the video of the property as well. And if the numbers make sense, guys, and it's a good deal and you've built rapport with your buyers, people will bite immediately, guys. But negotiate if necessary. Don't be afraid to negotiate. Don't be afraid to stand your ground and make sure that you get what your job is worth, guys. And if you've never worked with that buyer, I recommend that you require them to have a proof of funds up front to see the property. That'll eliminate a lot of tire kickers and a lot of time wasters and a lot of people who just want to come see the property but don't even have the money to actually buy it, or they just want a window shop pretty much. So I would definitely recommend that. And also ask for a non-refundable earnest money deposit upon assigning the contract. You definitely want to make sure that you get paid, guys. Don't do all the work to actually put the deal together with the seller and then assign that contract without a non-refundable EMD, guys, because if you don't, then if that buyer backs out, you don't get anything out of the deal and you may still have to pay your seller an earnest money deposit. So keep that in mind. So lastly, I should say, is closing the deal. The documents will be taken to the title company to begin the closing process. They will begin to check the title to make sure that there aren't any liens on the property, past due bills, and things of that nature that can prevent you from closing on it. Once the title is clear, it typically takes between a week or two, sometimes less, to close on the property. It can be days at times. It can be, up to a month at times. So it really depends on the situation. So definitely it's going to vary. And then once the title company or attorney will let you know what needs to be done next. So they'll contact you directly or the seller or the buyer, let you guys know what needs to be taken care of. And then pretty much they'll give you a date that your property is going to close on. They'll let you know which day to come into the title company so you all can close on the deal. And then you'll get paid your assignment fee by check or wire transfer on the day of closing. So, and then, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Then you just wash, rinse, and repeat over and over and over again. Just repeat this process and keep making money, guys. 2+ deals per month is a 6-figure lifestyle. Anybody can do this. It's people all across the nation getting money, never even having to leave their houses, guys. So you can definitely do it too. No one out here is super special, and all of this information is absolutely free on the internet. All you have to do is just take action, guys. So lastly, like I said, taking action is the key. Don't wait for things to come to you. Go after what you want and believe that failure is not an option. Your returns in life are always going to be equal to the amount of service that you provide. So solve problems, guys, and get paid. It's pretty much that simple, guys. And that's pretty much it. And I just want to let you all know that, I'm really out here trying to provide as much value to you guys as possible. I want to help you out. So if you need any wholesaling tips, tricks, and strategies, definitely check out my website. The link will be in the description down below, guys. It's edwardhayes.org. I definitely want to be your coach. I'm Ed Hayes, the wholesale coach here, guys. I hope that you all like this video. I hope that you all gained something from this. And if you did, guys, go ahead and hit that like button now. And subscribe to the channel, guys, if you're new. I'm always trying to put out more content. Right now, it seems like I'm doing about 7 videos a month. I'm probably going to be upping that to nearly 15 per month, guys. So stay tuned. I hope that you like this content. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video, guys. Till next time, I'm out.